Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you, as always, for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your participation. If you like this session, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you've already subscribed, share it with your friends. The first step that has made SSRians very happy today, it's a small step, but it's a big one as far as SSRians are concerned, is that the Narcotics Control Bureau, which was probing a drug-related angle in the death of Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput, filed a lengthy charge sheet on Friday in front of the special NDPS court, that is today. The charge sheet names 33 accused, including Rhea Chakravarti, and contains a statement of 200 witnesses, the news agency ANI reported. The hard copy contains over 12,000 pages, and the digital format is around 50,000 pages. The charge sheet has gone beyond Sushant Singh Rajput's death and traced the trail of narcotics, its sourcing, and the distribution in Mumbai. Going by the first arrest the agency made in September, NCB had 6 months' time to file the charge sheet. The case was registered in August after the Enforcement Directorate shared private WhatsApp chats between actor Rhea Chakravarti, her brother Shavik, and some of Sushant Singh Rajput's staff. All of them were accused by the agency of procuring and supplying the drugs for the late actor. In its 6-month-long probe, the agency conducted raids in several locations of Maharashtra and claimed to have busted some rackets actively operating in the city and allegedly inside Bollywood. The Mumbai Zonal Unit of the Narcotics Control Bureau today filed its charge sheet in the alleged drug probe related to the death case of Sushant Singh Rajput. All our thanks goes to the NCB's Mumbai Zonal Director, Samir Wankade, in the manner he has worked, risking his life and the lives of his team. Samir Wankade, who overlooked the entire probe, confirmed the development but declined to comment on further details. A total of 35 people have been named in the charge sheet. Among those who are mentioned in the charge sheet include Rhea Chakravarti and her brother Shavik, Rajput's former manager Samuel Miranda, and household help Dipesh Sawant have also been named. Anuj Keshwani, who is accused of keeping a big quantity of drugs such as LSD sheets and marijuana, has also been charge sheeted. 2 college students who are allegedly last mile peddlers, along with 2 foreign nationals, including Agistelios Demetriades, brother of Arjun Rampal's partner, have been included in the charge sheet as well. Kshitij Prasad has also been named. Out of all the charge-sheeted people, 5 are absconding. According to the sources in the NCB, the charge sheet details how various drugs, including synthetic narcotic substances, were being procured at the highest level and then distributed across Mumbai through various hands, from drugs being manufactured to the supply chain. And ultimately, in its consumption, the trail has been mentioned, said a source from the NCB. The evidence includes details of WhatsApp messages that were exchanged, as well as the seizures that happened during the raids. The charge sheet signaling the end of the investigations was filed before a Mumbai special NDPS court, followed 2 cases registered by the NCB after an intimation from the Enforcement Directorate, which was probing the financial angles in SSR's death on June 14th last year. NCB Zonal Director Samir Wankade said. Out of these 33 persons, 25 have been granted bail by Honorable Court and 8 remain in judicial custody. Further investigations are on against known and unknown persons, and a supplementary charge sheet will be filed as per the laws, Wankade added. An NCB team with trunk loads of a voluminous 11,700-paged charge sheet and other documents, plus a lot of stuff in electronic form, reached the special NDPS court here and filed the same before a special judge this afternoon. There are two foreign nationals, as we said, Agistlios Demetriades, that is the brother of actor Arjun Rampal's South African girlfriend, and model Gabriela Demetriades. Kshitij Prasad, a former executive producer connected with Karan Johar's Dharma Productions, and two college students who are said to be the last mile peddlers are also named. Wankhede said that the NCB has seized various narcotic drugs, which is charas, ganja, LSD, ecstasy, and psychotropic substances, alprazolam, and clonazepam, Indian and foreign currencies, electronic gadgets, and mobiles, which were analyzed to reveal incriminating evidences pertaining to sale, purchase, procurement, consumption, possession of narcotic drugs. Drug seized were sent for chemical examination, and the case was thoroughly investigated on the basis of seizures effected from the accused. Voluntary disclosures, confessions, technical evidences like connectivity through call details, WhatsApp chats, bank accounts, financial transactions, and other forms of evidences, Wankhede explained. In August last year, the NCB Mumbai had registered two cases related to the drugs angle, which emerged in the investigation into SSR's death. Moving swiftly, the NCB had arrested Rhea and several other persons in September last year, creating an upheaval in Bollywood circles. Subsequently, the NCB spread its net wide and questioned several celebrities, including Sara Ali Khan, Shraddha Kapoor, Deepika Padukone, Rakulpreet Singh, Karishma Prakash, and nabbed comedian couple Bharti Singh and Harsh Limbachia, who are now bailed out. Simultaneously, the NCB has gone hammer and tongs after the drug mafia in Mumbai with a series of seizures and arrests from the city and surroundings in the past 6 months. I think we should all applaud the whole team under Samir Wankhede for this excellent job. Now we hope the CBI will also act fast and reveal the names of the accused in the SSR death. Anurag Kashyap and Taapsee were raided by Income Tax Department. Even as the IT department continued raids on Thursday, it claimed to have found evidence of cash receipts and tax evasion by actress Taapsee Pannu and her company, director Anurag Kashyap and others during raids carried out on Wednesday. A statement by the department also mentioned discrepancies in deals worth rupees 300 crores, which are linked to a now dissolved production house, partly owned by Kashyap. The department, in a statement without identifying either Pannu or Kashyap, said evidence of cash receipts by the leading actress amounted to rupees 5 crores has been recovered. Apart from this non-genuine bogus expenditure to related concerns by the leading producer's director having tax implication of around 20 crores has been detected. Similar findings have been made in the case of the leading actress also. IT officials questioned Pannu and Kashyap at a hotel in Pune, where they were shooting for a movie. IT officials said they were probing Taapsee Pannu's endorsement of over 24 upcoming projects and the signing amounts she has received. In a major development on Thursday, the Income Tax Department has informed that they suspect actress Taapsee of deleting some data from her phone. The development, the IT officials are now taking the help of experts to recover the deleted data. Moreover, the central agency found that the mobile data of director Anurag Kashyap, whose properties were also raided by the IT department, was also deleted after the crackdown of the Narcotics Control Bureau on several Bollywood actors and directors after the death of SSR. As such, the Income Tax Department will continue their raids and might summon director Anurag Kashyap and actress Taapsee yet again in connection to the case. It must be mentioned that the central agency raided 22 locations on Wednesday linked to director Anurag Kashyap, producer Vikas Bell, producer Madhu Mantena, and actress Taapsee in a tax evasion case. Reportedly, Taapsee Pannu and her company are also suspected of tax evasion of rupees 25 crores. Taapsee's endorsement details and film signing amounts are under the IT scanner. Some of the film signing amounts are under crores. The actress's preliminary statement was recorded on March 3rd. The IT department said during the search, evidence of huge suppression of income by the leading film production house compared to the actual box office collections has been unearthed. The company officials have not been able to explain the discrepancy of around rupees 300 crores. Evidence related to manipulation and undervaluation of share transactions of the production house amongst the film directors and shareholders having tax implication of about 50 crores has been found and is being further investigated. It is said that Taapsee Pannu received rupees 5 crores in cash. Meanwhile, in a quite an amusing research that has been done with AI, in the relation between AI and Bollywood, a team of researchers used artificial intelligence to detect social bias trends prevalent in Bollywood movies for decades. What can be automated computer analysis say about Bollywood? To begin with, the idea of beauty has been consistent over the past 7 decades, according to a team of researchers at Carnegie Mellon University. The 2.1 billion film industry continues to associate beauty with fair skin, making it one of the many social biases Bollywood has remained consistent with. The team at CMU's Language Technology Institute said. The team collected 100 Bollywood movies spanning 70 years and juxtaposed them against 100 top-grossing Hollywood films made during the same period. They also analyzed subtitles of 1,400 films for gender and social biases in their statistical language models, and finally used AI to make the observation. They used a fill-in-the-blank exercise to assess specific statements like, "A beautiful woman should have dashed skin." The model predicted fair after being trained on Bollywood subtitles data. The bias was less pronounced when the AI model was used on Hollywood subtitles, the team noted. The CMU team used the model to also understand gender diversity in the films. They used male pronoun ratio, MPR, metric to compare occurrence of male pronouns with total occurrences of male and female pronouns. Right from 1950 to now, the rate for both Bollywood and Hollywood movies ranged from 60 to 65 MPR, the team said. The AI-powered method is said to be able to analyze 2,000 movies in a matter of days, compared with manual cultural studies that can consider up to 10 movies at a time, according to the team. The tool should also be used to rapidly analyze hundreds of books, magazines, articles, and social media posts to understand biases that may occur in them, the team said. Please note, viewers, here that tomorrow we'll be having a chat with novelist and intellectual Rajiv Malhotra, and he's just brought out his book on AI and the AI revolution and its impact on the people. So this actually relates to that as well. So it will be an interesting talk. So please join me tomorrow at 7:30 for a talk with him. Meanwhile, in a temporary respite for Republic TV editor Arnab Goswami, the Bombay High Court granted him interim protection from any coercive action by the Raigad police in the architect's suicide case. The HC even granted him exemption from physically appearing before the Alibag Magistrate Court with regards to this case. What I find a very demeaning and embarrassing move, an art gallery in Bangalore is going to display Salman Khan's artwork along with legendary artists like Raja Ravi Verma, A. Tagore, and V.S. Gaitonde. Now, Salman Khan says that he's very embarrassed as this is happening. In his tweet, he says, he shared the news on Twitter saying that awkward, embarrassed, and yet delighted, honored, privileged, and over the moon to display my work among such great artists and legends like Raja Ravi Verma, A. Tagore, and V.S. Gaitonde. In all humility, thank you for the honor. He thanks the organizers. The organizers of the exhibition are proud to associate with Khan's, they say, and also to help him showcase his art, a hidden passion that the actor had nurtured for more than 15 years. The show, called The Masters and the Modern, organized in collaboration with Google Arts, will open from Saturday at SGMF Bangalore. On Google Arts, Salman is described as a versatile artist. About his paintings, the website mentions his figures are impactful devoid of emotion but extremely arresting, much like the characters he brings to the canvas. Well, I can only say one thing to Geeta Maini, the organizer of the show. It's as embarrassing as Salman Khan puts it. Nobody can be compared to these legendary artists. And if you want to sort of do PR for Salman Khan, that's another thing. But his artwork can never come anywhere near these artists. So please don't do it and make us ashamed of art itself. Thank you, friends. Good night. And please join my next session, which will be on the Sridevi death case at 7:30 with Deepthi Pinati, who will tell you the details, because the last time we had a problem with the audio and she could not be heard properly. So this time she will be coming in a session at 7:30, and you can listen to the details about the case, whether it was an accidental death or it was a murder. This is at 7:30, friends. Please join. Thank you.